Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're building a product, irrespective of the stage, but particularly for those still at early stage, this video is for you. Before you go too far, wasting your resources and your money, I want you to listen and hear this valuable information that will guide you through your process to be able to build a product that is in demand, a lasting product, a product that actually solves a problem. Okay, let's see user research in the aspect of foundation of great products. In true sense, user research is the foundation of great products. But let's take the definition. User research is the systematic study of target user and the requirement to add realistic context and insight to the design process. So it's a way in which you research your customer. Firstly, to identify who your customer is, identify their need, identify their behavior, their motivation, and the pain points. This will help you and shape your decisions that will make you to build a product that is highly in demand. Not just building any product, not building a product and then start to search for who will use your product. You will get your user, make sure they really have a problem you want to solve, and then you build this product. And while you're building the product, you already are sure that people are going to use your product. So let's think of it as being a detective. You gather clues. I mean, the clue here, we're talking about the data about your users. You solve mysteries, understand their needs. You prevent crime, avoiding building wrong features or wrong products. So you conduct research, gather data. The data can be in form of quantitative data. Majorly, first level of user research, you will go for quantitative data to know more, like have a broader view of the problem that you want to solve. So you get the number, and then after getting the number, you have to narrow it down to actually understand the what, right? What exactly is the problem? For instance, you're conducting a research to know why people keep bouncing after landing on your landing page. So you can use your statistics to check how many people actually succeeded in checking out or signing up, and then how many did not. So you check the percentage. And then on the narrower side, you cannot pick the emails or the specific people that bounced back that were not able to sign up and follow them up. If they're able to book interview with you, maybe let's say 5 of them, 6 of them, just narrowing it down, you now interact with them to identify what is the main pain point, right? It could be that on a general note, they are not completing their checkout process. So we obviously know that there is a problem preventing them from not completing their checkout. So then the question is, what actually is the problem, right? And then for you to answer what, you have to come back to what? Interview them, interact with them, pay close attention to them, and hear them talk, right? Then you're talking about qualitative research. So in qualitative, you are dealing with a broader insight, like it's more like content, more like texture, listening to them, digging deep, asking open-ended question, allowing your customer to talk. In this stage, your main job is to direct the conversation. I mean, try to shape the conversation. But while you're doing it, you are not allowed to speak much. You just like ask questions and allow them to do the talking. So while they are doing the talking, you are observing them, you're observing their expression. And then while you're observing them, you are getting insight beyond what they are saying, right? There are some expression that someone will presume while talking to you, you know that this person is really pained by that experience beyond what the person is saying, the frustration, you feel it, right? And for instance, you are also conducting research and they just like, if you're not seeing them, if you're not observing the behavioral, the expression, the emotion, they can tell you, oh, for this we don't do this and we don't do that, but in reality they are doing it. So for you to observe beyond what they are saying, you have to do what? Observe. You have to pay attention to their emotion, to their behavior. So beyond just what they are saying, you are looking deep, deep, and that will open up the pain points where the problem is, make you understand clearer the main issue of the related to the product you are building. The next is the research mindset, from assumptions to evidence. So with user research, you move from assumption to what? Evidence. It shifts your mindset and your product from what you think. I think user want this feature. Our customer probably, our customers probably use this or will prefer this. This seems like a good idea. So it shifts your mindset from all this assumption. I think, probable, seems like. So it shifts that your mindset, it shifts your product from those assumptions, the shaky table, where you are not sure, you have some uncertainty. So the place where you have evidence that back what you're building. So it kind of giving you some level of certainty that while I'm building this product, I have the conviction that after building this product, people would need this product, people would buy this product. So it shifts your mind and your product from the assumption to what? Evidence, where you are sure that maybe from the research you say, user told us they need so things, right? Data shows that customer actually do this, right? And testing provided that Z approach works better. So you are not assuming, you have the data, and this all this data can, just as I said earlier, can be quantitative or what? Qualitative. So and if you want, we can dive deeper into the researching process, right? The qualitative and the quantitative and what are involved in the example. But for now, we have to make it a little bit shorter so you will have the time to watch and think and plan the next thing to do.